Hey, it's Ramon. Here's something from the Michael Berry Show you may have missed. Brought to you by Oops Steam Cleaning.
The Michael Berry Show.
For the first time in 70 years, the Department of Energy reports the United States will become a net energy exporter in 2020. You know this guy Trump? He tweets stupid stuff, and he's not dignified or elegant or refined or presidential. But good things are happening on his watch, and they're not by accident. But that's okay. We don't care about that. We want him to say pretty things like Barack Obama while destroying our economy. Next year, the United States will start exporting more energy products than it imports as U.S. crude output continues to grow and domestic oil consumption declines. The U.S. Energy Information Administration, the EIA, latest annual energy outlook report updates last year's estimate that had the U.S. being a net energy exporter in 2022. Well, that number's moved up 2 years. In 2017, it said the nation would achieve the status in 2026. EIA predicts that the U.S. will start exporting more crude oil and petroleum products than it imports by the final quarter of 2020. After that, it would remain a net oil exporter for years to come. The Bureau sees American oil output hitting a new annual high through 2027, when booming production starts to level off. 2027, that's 8 years from now. I got 1 year left on this contract. Last year, the nation's drillers pumped an average 10.9 million barrels a day, breaking the annual record going back to 1970, the year of my birth. Once production cracks 14 million barrels a day in the coming years, EIA expects the U.S. output to stay above that level through 2040. Most of the growth will come from U.S. shale fields. The shale, S-H-A-L-E, drilling will also support a rise in natural gas liquids production, which yields byproducts like ethane, propane, and butane. The U.S. became a net exporter of natural gas in 2017, and EIA sees low gas prices encouraging adoption of the fuel across a number of sectors. EIA expects U.S. natural gas shipments to continue growing, driven by exports of liquefied natural gas, a form of the fuel chilled to liquid form for transport by sea. The country will remain a net coal exporter through 2050, but EIA does not see shipments growing due to competition from other nations better positioned to serve big importers. You know what we don't do well? We don't do well stopping and taking stock of what we're doing well. And maybe that's good. Maybe it's good we don't rest on our laurels. Maybe it's good we don't stop and brag and have a lost decade the way the Japanese did. But I think sometimes it's important to understand, with all these Democrats running around claiming that we're the worst country ever and things are worse than they've ever been, not true. Not true.
MichaelBerry.com